What up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over workout masks. As you can see from the intro, we got a bunch to go over. I did do a video about this earlier, but it was kind of going on a run. This is going to be a little bit more in-depth of review with a lot more masks that I got. But other than that, let's go ahead and get right into the review. Alright, so going in with ours. So I'm going to go over each one that I've got, and then we're going to go over a ranking of what I see is best for you. First one we got is the medical mask. So this one's relatively uniform across the board, goes over the nose, and it's disposable, relatively cheap, and also can pinch at the nose. Second one we got, typically you can get at home, is our bandana. Yes, I'm a 49ers fan, but this is also relatively cheap. You can get pretty much anywhere, so you should have one of these at home as well. Next, we have our cloth masks. This is another one that's also relatively popular across the board. That you just put right over, goes right over your mouth. As you can tell, kind of muffles your mouth a little bit, but this is what we got with the cloth. Next one we got I like to call it the Bane mask, so because it looks kind of like Bane. You can also get this online. It's from a bunch of different makers, so when you put it on, it goes over the ear here, and then also can get snapped on the back. It also comes with a bunch of different insertables for the filter on your mask, so you have a couple of those. Typically comes with these masks. Next one we got is our wad fitters. This typically comes in a pack. For this one, it's kind of hard. I always forget which way this guy goes on. So I believe it goes on, nope, wrong way. Goes on this way. It actually has a color at the bottom to tell you which way you put it on, but it's been a little while since I've used this guy. So again, it is cloth, but it has a little bit more of structure to be a little bit farther away from the mouth, so you can breathe a little bit easier. And the last one that was in my original video is the gator mask. So these guys, they kind of slip all the way onto your neck. Then from here, it goes right on top of the nose. And the one I have that's going to be linked in the description below has a little bit of an air vent on the side to help out with a little ventilation. Again, all these masks were used in my first video. Now we got some new ones to go over. All right, the first one I've heard be called a fashion mask. So for this guy, it's a little bit, I guess you could say, fancier, what have you, but it goes right over it. Oh, hello. So it's a little bit flimsier. Again, it goes around the ears, and it kind of stays away from the mouth relatively well, but with it, it is a little bit thicker of a material. So when you breathe in, it kind of sucks that air in with it. My next new one is the Athleta mask. So Athleta, you probably heard of it before. It comes in a pack of 3, and I definitely recommend just taking off this little guy. I took it off on my other one, but this one's a little cleaner for this video. So it is adjustable around the ears. So you will be able to adjust this to your own fitting. But for me, it's a little small, but breathes pretty well. You can put an insert to give you an extra little bit of flexibility as far as a filter around your mouth. It will make it harder to breathe, but it will make it a little bit more healthy. I wouldn't call this last, but my second to last one is the Under Armour mask. This also comes with a nice little baggie. It is the most expensive out of the bunch, 35 bucks. And it kind of makes you look like a villain. I guess you can call it villain, or anybody from Mortal Kombat. It has that metal around the nose you can pinch, and as you can tell, it comes away from the mouth a little bit to give you a lot of breathing area. Last one I have are these face mask cages. So this isn't just a face mask. You're gonna put a face mask over this. So you just put it over your mouth and use a face mask over this, which will make a lot of these other masks a lot better. All right, getting right into my review, what I think is best. Starting with least best. Least best are these cloth masks. Not a big fan of these guys. They are relatively small, and they really go right into your mouth when you're breathing. Kind of stinks, so I definitely recommend these cloth masks last when you're talking about working out. Yes, you can add in this little insert, but then from here, it's so small already. Yes, it makes it a lot easier to breathe, but it's so small already that it's almost not even covering my mouth at this point. For my second least best are going to be the wad fitters. So these are my second to least best are going to be the fashion masks. So these do have a little bit more structure as far as the nose is concerned. So it is going to stay a little bit farther away from the mouth, but the breathability of this particular fabric isn't that great. Again, if you are looking for a little bit extra, you can put one of these guys in, which is going to take it a little bit more away from the mouth, and since it's a little bit bigger than the typical cloth, you're gonna have a little extra room to breathe. So, but just because of the fabric itself, I wouldn't recommend it. I forgot 2 masks in this review. So one of the ones I forgot, this is gonna come right after the fashion mask, is the Gator mask. Not the biggest fan of its breathability, mostly because it's just fabric on top of your face, so it will come right in, and you can't even use one of these face masks because they don't really stick to your face, and so to keep that away from you, so it's a little bit harder to breathe, and it just wicks in moisture. But this is my favorite mask to train in, to talk to people in, just as comfortable as it can be with breathability, but as far as working out in, really not that great. My next one, right up from there, I'm gonna go with the bandana. So I'm a big fan of the bandana in general because it's easy walking around with, easy to put on, but the fabric itself will get a lot of moisture on it. And not only that, it's not gonna be the healthiest alternative. So yes, they are good, and they're down low because the other ones are better. I would still recommend it if you got nothing else, but again, kind of one of the least best. Hey look, my shirt changed. Now, I forgot to add this mask to my review. I'm gonna be adding in the wad fitters right after the bandana, but right before the next one you're gonna see. Spoiler alert, you're gonna see a couple seconds. But I like this a little bit better than the bandana because it's a little bit more actually fit to be a mask. And not only that, it's a little bit more breathable as well. And of course, it's replaceable, and they come in relatively small packs. So this will be right after the bandanas. From there, it's kind of going to be a crapshoot from here. So a lot of these guys are very good, but the reason being that I'm going to pick some of these you'll see in it. So the next one is going to be the Bane mask. I did take out the actual filter from the interior of this Bane mask, and I'm telling you, you breathe no problem with it on. But there is a but here. At no point is this now a mask. It's pretty much just lace on top of your face, so this will not keep you healthy or others healthy. So I would not recommend this. I would definitely recommend it with the filter in it, because when you have this on, you're breathing regularly, and if you had like a match in front, don't know if you ever heard about that match test, you can blow it out, no problem. I feel my breath right in front. It's not really gonna block anything you need it to block. So the top 3 are really all up to you, to be perfectly honest. So for my next one, it's gonna be the Athleta mask. So this Athleta mask, it's fashionable-ish, and not only that, again, relatively adjustable, and has the metal on top of the nose to help pinch it, and it could be with a lot of different facial features. But there is a lot of fabric on the interior, so it kind of breathes right into your mouth. I would almost recommend, see, it's kind of hard to breathe. You can always grab one of these to give yourself that little extra space in between your actual mask and your mouth, so it's not going right into your nose. You kind of find that happy medium. I've also heard people that have actually taken out this interior little piece of fabric to have it not hit your nose so much, and I heard that works very well. But from my testing, it works pretty well, but again, it's gonna hit your mouth a decent amount. If you would use it, it's about $25 for a 3-pack at Athleta. Pretty decent, but not my top pick. Don't forget, also with the Athleta mask, it does have a little piece of metal that takes it a little bit away from your face to give it a little bit more structure. So my next one is going to be the disposable mask. Why do I like the disposable mask so much? In my first review, didn't get it that much raving reviews, but with these guys, they are disposable. So they're very breathable. Putting it on, don't feel it too much. And if you're working out for longer periods of time, guess what? You can have an extra one. Toss this one off, put another one on really quick, no problem. Also, you can, if it is going into your mouth a little bit, again, you can use this little face mask portion. I feel like this is almost the sponsor of this video, but you're gonna put it right over to give yourself a little bit extra space in between the mask and your face. My last one, my favorite one, is the Under Armour mask. So the reason being this is my favorite is it's the easiest to breathe in. So the amount of breath you can get in, the mask is so far away from your face. When you really need to take that deep breath, you can. When you need to clear your nose, you can, instead of all that fabric coming into your face. Only difference is, as you can tell while I'm talking, it kind of drops down on your face a little bit. Now my nose, so I always, when I'm talking, I always have to kind of shift it up a little bit. Not saying it's the best talking mask. If I'll go with best talking mask, I'm a big fan of the Gator because it's really simple to put on and off. But as far as working out, I would definitely recommend the Under Armour mask. And another one that I don't have on here is the ASICS mask. It's going to be an ASICS running mask. I'll put the picture right up here on the screen, but it's not coming out yet. I'm looking to get my hands on it. Apparently, it's got a little vent on the bottom, and you're actually able to drink water through it. I'm curious how it's going to work, so please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll get that video when it comes in. Other than that, guys, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got a lot of great information. Smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you really enjoyed it. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one.